Hello, Ognian.
Hi. Hi, good to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Fist
Good
bump.
to be back.
Okay, yeah. The stage is yours. The audience is yours.
And the time is up.
And time is up.
Good morning, everyone. And it's really great to see you here, although I was told that in previous occasions there were much more participants. Unfortunately, we are all witnessing the consequences of Corona. And I do hope that there are much more of you that are watching you online. My name is Ogniana Zlateva. I'm the head of the European Commission representation in Croatia since 1 year. And I'm extremely happy that the Commission is supporting this event for the 5th year in a row. It is really great to see how young people come with excellent initiatives that are actually going to shape up our future, even in circumstances that nobody has anticipated before. A year ago, nobody was considering that we will end up in lockdown, let alone that here in Zagreb we also had another challenge related to the earthquake. But nevertheless, we're moving on because we are all masters of our own destiny. And that's why this is our strength, being a European Union, because we decide in what Europe we would like to live. And this is happening mainly through the efforts of young people like you. In my intervention, there will be several short videos, which I would think will be more interesting for you instead of listening to me. So I would like the organizers to start with the first video.
Bonjour, hello, guten Tag. I'm very happy that you sent me so many video questions. This really is nice. And frankly, they are spot on. So I will answer a few today, and I promise to answer more soon. And I will start with a question from Valentin.
Hello, President von der Leyen. The 21st century has many problems that we are going to have to solve together. But one of the most pressing issues is that of climate change. What is the European Union doing in order to help minimize the effects of climate change in our union and abroad?
So thank you very much, Valentin. I couldn't agree more. Fighting climate change is my #1 priority. And that's why we have our European Green Deal. We want Europe to be the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. And for that, we have to cut emissions even more and even faster. We need clean transport. We need more renewable energy sources like hydrogen. We have to build a circular economy. We have to renovate buildings and to have a greener agriculture, just to name a few of the things that we need to do. Indeed, last week, we proposed to cut at least 55% of emissions over the next 10 years. This is quite a step, but I'm deeply convinced we can do it. And you, Valentin, and your generation expect us to be bold and quick on climate change, and we'll do all in our power to deliver.
I couldn't agree more, and I suppose you also agree with what President von der Leyen has said. I could say that here in Croatia, we are in a much better situation than others, because we live in really in a blessed spot on the planet Earth. And what we need to do is just to preserve it and even improve it a little bit when it comes to introducing more and more green technologies, something that would preserve our environment. And that, of course, would come with fresh ideas and new projects that would come from young people like you. The European Commission and the vision of this European Commission is that we should invest in 2 very important directions. One is green and the other one is digital. So for the next 5 years, what you are going to hear from Brussels and from us will be only or predominantly green and digital. But I hope you would agree that basically these two directions are going to frame our future. Our next video that we're going to see is actually dedicated to this topic. So if we could please start.
Dear President, young people all over Europe are suffering the economic consequences of the pandemic. In July, Eurostat published the 2020 statistics of youth unemployment in the European Union. 17% of young people all over Europe are currently unemployed, and that number rises up to almost 42% in Spain, the country where I come from. Young people are worried about our careers and our futures. So my question is the following. What is the European Commission going to do to tackle youth unemployment in the European Union? Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you, Julia. Youth unemployment is indeed a problem in Europe, and the coronavirus has made it worse. I'm very sad about this, and not only as a politician, but also as a mother. And I will fight to create jobs for young people. Indeed, the European Union is helping with youth employment support. This means 22 billion euros for vocational training, for instance. And this is new skills and new jobs for young people. And there's more. You know that we have this massive program of 750 billion euros. We call it Next Generation EU. This will create jobs, especially in the green and in the digital economy. So, as difficult as the situation is, dear Julia, I am confident that if we stand together, things will improve.
As you hear, the President mentioned skills that we all need, the new skills that we all need to acquire. It is really a great coincidence that LEAP this year, LEAP Summit, takes place just a day after the Commission has announced this very ambitious plan, announced yesterday, related to creation of European research area, and also the Digital Education Action Plan. I think this is the way for all of us and for the generation that are coming after us to acquire these new skills that are going to help us to bridge this real difficult situation we are in. And this difficult situation we are in has particular exacerbated this year because of Corona. I mentioned Corona several times already. It's clear that we are not going to win the battle against Corona, and God forbid what else is coming after Corona, if we are not joining our forces. This message of unity and joint actions you will hear all the time, and you will see it all the time. So this is also my message to you, that only with joint forces, working together, cross-border, using the new technologies, we're going to build our new Europe. I would like to ask for the last video, which is related to this. Thank you.
Hallo Ursula, meine Frage ist, wie wird die Europakommission helfen, die armen Länder gegen das Coronavirus? Dankeschön.
Hallo Gunti. In der Tat, da sprechen Sie einen wichtigen Punkt an. Niemand wird vor dem Coronavirus sicher sein, solange nicht alle sicher sind, und zwar überall auf der Welt. Und der Kampf gegen Corona kostet Geld. Und deshalb ist es so wichtig, dass wir den ärmeren Ländern helfen. Ich habe im Mai ganz viele an einen Tisch geholt, die Politik, Stiftungen, internationale Organisationen, die Zivilgesellschaft und ganz viele Gesundheitsexpertinnen und Experten. Und wir haben gemeinsam einen weltweiten Spendenmarathon gestartet und fast 16 Milliarden Euro zusammenbekommen. Das ist in die Forschung an Impfstoffen gegangen, in bessere Behandlung und Tests, aber eben gerade auch für Gesundheitssysteme in ärmeren Ländern. Und wenn wir einen Impfstoff gefunden haben, dann muss er genauso ärmeren Ländern zur Verfügung stehen wie reicheren. Und dafür bauen wir jetzt schon Produktionsanlagen auf und wir planen mit den Hilfsorganisationen die weltweite Verteilung. Also es gibt viel zu tun, aber wir sind auf dem richtigen Weg.
Okay, I think the President has spoken. What I want to say at the end is that I really wish you a productive work. Make new contacts, network, use the time to the maximum, foster new ideas, and I really do hope that we're going to meet again here in Zagreb next year in bigger numbers and in vivo rather than in this mixed format. Thank you very much for your attention.